another glorious day at Newmarket. You join us just in time for the Brexit Unicorn High Stakes Handicap. It's become a highlight in the June calendar and an absolute must on the Royal calendar. So let's start with a look at the runners and riders. First we have Jay Corbin on number, bear with me. We're still waiting for his number to come up, but I can tell you the name of his unicorn he's riding on is Everyone's Hopes and Dreams. Hanging on to number 10, we have T. May on Borrowed Time. This unicorn, of course, was bred in the Strong Anne stable, which was exposed last year in a big dope operation. Non-starters are C. Lucas on Progressive Alliance, V. Cable on Who, What, Where Am I Nurse, and T. Blair with Toxic Branding. And Farage's EU Pensions has been withdrawn. You'll recall there was great excitement last year when the reigning champion Dee Cameron was unexpectedly unseated on Tory Power Games, opening the field to a lot of surprise contenders. Let's remember, too, that the ongoing inquiry into race fixing has not been resolved. They're lining up now, and they're off. And it's Borrowed Time being flung out of the gates at breakneck speed towards the first fence, Article 50. Corbin seems to be coasting a bit on Everyone's Hopes and Dreams. May clears the first hurdle with ease. Corbin's over it too, and they're ploughing on. It does appear that Will of the People is still running loose around the course, although it has changed direction a number of times. And the economy is down. An easily avoided mistake, causing a predictable collapse here. Oh dear. May is weaving backwards and forwards on her unicorn and doesn't seem to know where she's going, but bizarrely Corbin has steered Everyone's Hopes and Dreams off its natural course and is tracking May on Borrowed Time towards the hard Brexit fence. Further back, D. Davis is leading the pack with a merry dance. P. Hammond's holding steady on interest rates and is desperately trying to make an impression is B. Johnson with blatant self-interest. Oh my goodness! It appears a bunch of protesters have jumped onto the course and are now pointing to the huge cliff balls behind all of these fences. It doesn't seem as if anyone's even sure if the Irish fence will be there or not when we approach the end. The leaders are ignoring them and pressing on regardless. In front of May now is a surprising late runner, House of Lords with Adonis on its back. House of Lords is blocking May again, and again, and again. It has stopped her approach 15 times so far. Corbin is trying to use the whip to stay out of it, and the press are just going wild in the stands. Late entry. Triple alliance for three riders, Morgan, Clegg and Miliband, all grasping at the reins, is putting May under pressure. Corbin's jumper is unravelling, and Cameron is still skulking on the outside with no sign of an apology. And it's People's Hope now, making a courageous charge from the rear of the pack and leading the runners along a new path. D. Davis is looking frustrated on a merry dance and is threatening to pull up at the backstop hurdle. Johnson is pushing blatant self-interest through, raising loud calls of interference from Hammond, who continues to put pressure on him. And confidence has fallen! So too goes the NHS, Good Friday Agreement, global influence, and now Airbus jobs! May stumbles on Greaves' amendments, while looking over her shoulder where she still has to deal with Trump's nonsense, which has raised the stakes for the whole race, and Johnson seems to be making a challenge by jumping on his back. It's total mayhem out there, and it looks like the whole debacle is going to be abandoned. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Absolutely extraordinary. And with that, back to the studio.